Okay, now it is on. So, what's happening?
Nothing, just watching movies.
Watching movies. What kind of movies?
Somehow I came across a horror movie. I'm not sure whether it's a horror movie or not. You have heard about Kashmara movie?
Yeah, with Rajan Prasad and Bhanupriya.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was in childhood, definitely it was a very successful movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the story. Our writer was like Ernumuri Veerendranath.
Yeah.
He is a famous writer.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So, have you read any of his novels?
Yeah. I have some rom-coms and those kind of stuff.
Yeah, but he is super famous with the supernatural horror kind of element novels.
Yeah. In my childhood, we came across some kind of movies and soap operas.
Okay.
One of them is like Kashmara, and the other is like Marmadesam.
Marmadesam, I have not watched that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those kind of in ETV also there is one particular soap opera.
Okay.
People are very fond of those soap operas.
Okay. Yeah.
So those are like terrific experiences, like in my childhood.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah. Even in the one I scared most is like that devil has long hands. What is that? Chetabadi? Chetabadi or something like that?
Yeah. Kashmara is related to this.
That movie is Chetabadi, not Kashmar. Kashmar is also I scared, but the most I scared is Chetabadi.
Okay, I never heard about this one.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's always interesting to, now it's very interesting to watch this kind of movies. So, one of the movies, I think I told you, Polymera. I think now another is also coming, Polymera 2. But Polymera 1 is there in the YouTube. You can watch that one. It's a very interesting movie. Yeah. So what did you watch?
Yeah, I told you, like this Kashmara movie.
But it's very old movie, right?
Yeah. I just came across some movies and I ended up with watching this one.
Yeah.
Watching this kind of movie at night is like a bit scary.
Yes. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. So what is the topic? This is the topic? Or?
Yeah, of course, this is the topic. Like talking about this Chatabadi and witchcraft kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about this very interesting topic. Definitely. People, not many people don't know this topic, not in a details. But we are also not experts to say something about it. So, what do you know about this witchcraft?
Only heard from the movies. All I have to do is like one person put some rangoli or whatever it is.
Rangoli, you think? Okay. Yeah.
And put some lemons and eggs and those kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And he will chant some mantras.
Yes.
And he will ask to come some devils and those kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. During the night time.
Yeah. And also after the recent blockbuster, not recent, but like some 20 years ago, this Chandramukhi.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. I think, that's a very good thing. I mean, all these things is from the movies, right?
Yeah.
Actually, these all these things like related to witchcraft or all the stuff that we call it occult sciences. Occult sciences is not a proven science. So if you can't able to understand, if you can't able to analyze these kind of events or these kind of things, people largely put into occult sciences. So it's in occult sciences we can have paranormal activities, can foresee the future, all these things. Witchcraft is one of them. Witchcraft is basically designed to, according to occult sciences, it's basically designed to kill someone in a remote place, or destroy their mental abilities, psychological abilities, influencing psychological abilities. All these things remotely, without touching the person, without entering into the person's life. For example, if I want to destroy you, like in a psychological state, or even kill you, I have to come and contact with you, right? I have to come to your life and do something if I want to amend your psychological stuff. But some guy is living in some kind of a village and do some kind of this rangoli, this and that, and he could able to kill you. That means it's like a magical stuff. So all these things is in occult sciences, and this witchcraft has been there with the humankind for centuries. If you see any kind of a Greek mythology or even Hindus, Indian mythology, any kind of mythology, even in histories also, we have witches. You have these kind of people who are doing this kind of stuff, occult bullshit. These are all fine until they are like in a level of stories. But some people really believed in these stories, and some people do all this kind of nonsense during the night, and people kill or murder these kind of guys on the just having some kind of a doubt that they are witches. It has already happened in the news. People have been murdered. People have been killed publicly. All these things are happening. All these things are bullshit. It's basically bullshit because nothing is proven. And it's impossible to kill someone without entering to his life or her life, whatever it is. But people largely believe this stuff, 100%, and it's very interesting. If any movie makes on this subject, most of them are successful movies. I mean, you see one hero, recently he got a blockbuster.
Yeah, Virupaksha.
Virupaksha.
Yeah.
That is basically occult movie. Basically, there's nothing is there. I mean, and also if you write any story based on occults, it's very interesting. Yeah, people want to. It's like it touches the interesting chords of a brain. Yeah. So that's why everybody wants to know what's happening, this and that. That is because of the activities also the witches do. What witches do? Witches do is like they go to graveyards during the night time. Nobody goes there, right?
Yeah.
And then they do some kind of this and that. And then people want to know what they are doing. What is their psychological state and what they are doing? Is there whatever they are doing is like are they harmful to the people or not? I mean, all these things are like very interesting. So, in my experience, I mean, I'm also like you. I never watch a person who is doing this kind of witchcraft, this business. I'm also like you. But I read a lot of articles. I read few books also on this topic. And I usually go to these graveyards just to not in the filter of occult sciences, but just to know what is the ambience.
Why do you want to go to there?
Because I just wanted to know. I mean, not now. I mean, a few years ago, it started that I want to see a ghost. I want to see some devil. If there is devil, if there is a ghost exists, I just wanted to see it. Ghost, devil harm you definitely. That's what the story says. I don't believe in these stories, and I've been grow up like normal kids, right? Having all these ghost stories and devil stories, this and that. One point of time, that happens only that started in Sweden also, like 2004 or something. I want to see the ghost. I want to see devil, and I want to see where they can exist. I mean, usually in the story says that it exists in the graveyards, right? Yeah, and
their house.
Yeah, not their houses. I mean, haunted houses are also there.
Yeah. Usually that's their den, whatever you call. Yeah.
A den. So, but people say that graveyards, you shouldn't look even in the direction of graveyards. This and that people say that. And there was a beautiful graveyard that is near to my house that time. And then I usually go there like 9:30, 10. I go there and spend like until 12, 1 or something like that. If it is on Friday night, I used to booze a lot, quite a lot. Then I'm coming back to pub around 1 or 2 in the morning time, and there is a path. If I come across going through this graveyard, it's a kind of a shortcut to my house. I usually take that route, and then it's very peaceful there, and then usually I spend like maybe half an hour, 1 hour there, one of the places. And then I go to and I took a very nice picture also there. And there is a one. I can show you tomorrow.
Mm.
I have that picture. During the daytime, I took the picture. That is the tombstone where I sit usually. That's my favorite tombstone in Lund. I can show you tomorrow that one. And then once I got married, my wife came to my life, and when I told this one, and she was super scared. Then she made me to promise not to go to the graveyards. Then I stopped it. I stopped it because of her. Yeah. I didn't. Neither I did see the ghost or the devil. There, nothing is there. Yeah, the graveyards. Yeah, but back to our topic.
Yeah, witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Have you come across anybody like doing this kind of stuff in your hometown or something like that?
Yeah, in my village, in my where I born. That's a village. I heard the stories, but I met a person also. Yeah, he's a friend of. He's not a friend. He's like friend of. My uncle. Yeah, and we went there, and my uncle told me that this is the guy who does this kind of shatabadi, black magic, this and that and this. Yeah. He's just old guy, like 65 or something like that. When I saw him, he's a very old guy, very poor. They're in poverty. That time I was around 20 or something, so I don't know what to believe or what not to believe. So I don't know. Yeah, but witchcraft is definitely interesting. I mean, you see these Kashi agoras, Varanasi. You've been there quite recently, right?
I haven't seen an agora.
You haven't seen agora,
yeah. I have seen only a guy wearing vibhuti. Only one guy.
Yeah.
That's all. No, I haven't seen agora. This is not the time. This is like usual time to roam around.
Okay.
But during this
celebrations, yeah. They come like a lot in numbers.
Yes.
So Kumbh Mela, yeah. They come. They also mostly naked.
Yeah.
They are having a lot of beards.
Yes.
Not the beards.
Yeah.
Beards, and they do a lot of alcohol.
Yes.
So these guys believe that there is a 5 M's. They say Panchamakaras. Panchamakara means like a Madhyam, Maidunam, and Mamsam. And there are 2 more makaras, like some 2 more. So these are all the things they can do whatever they want. They can drink, they can have sex unlimitedly, and also they can have this what is the third Madhyam? Mamsam. They can eat a lot of non-veg, whatever meat, whatever it is. And there are the 2 more also there. They don't have any kind of a relationship between the people. I mean, between the parents. I mean, they are like bondless. They are completely separated from the human relations. So that's what they say. And then they say that by doing all these things, and they are near to Shiva. Is one of the. I mean, agoras mostly believe that Shiva is the god, and Shiva is the one who is having all these kind of things, right?
Yeah, he usually controls all the Bhuta Preta.
Bhuta Preta, yes.
Because he lives in a graveyard.
In graveyard, yes. Yeah.
See, he controls all these devils.
Yeah.
And he keeps them in the graveyard.
Yeah. So so they believe this one, and then there are a lot of people who live this kind of a lifestyle. I mean, I think they're like a plague to the society. There is a very regressed way of living. I mean, as a humans, we need to progress. We came from the forest, from that kind of environment, and we formed societies, and we became super civilized. These are like a progression. They are going back to the Stone Ages, like living naked and having beards and not taking care of their bodies and this and that, and do whatever the bullshit they want to do. All these things is like a fucking regression. It's a highly regression. I watch news. One agora was doing some kind of a puja, not puja, some kind of rituals, while sitting on his mother, whom just died. That is the visual that is like a highest peak of that nonsense. Yeah, people do witchcraft. I mean, in Greek mythology, there are 3 witches. Who is all 3 are blind, and they got only one eye, and they have to share this eye to see the world.
Okay.
So this is very famous, and these 3 witches is like a fortune tellers. So the gods, even in the Medusa story also, people go there and to witches and then ask, so what would happen to me and this and that, and you have to favor them somehow. Otherwise, they will kill you. They are like a highest form of witches. Yeah. So I mean, it's already mentioned in Greek mythology also. Indian mythology is also having this kind of stuff. If you see all these, who is the director who do all these kind of folklore stories? Katti Kantarao movies. No, not B.N. Reddy. The other one, Vittlacharya.
Sorry.
Yeah, Vittlacharya is, if you see his movies, without having this witch, there will be no story around. I mean, the kings, witches, and the beautiful girls, and some fightings, and some angels, this and that. These are his story elements. So it is there in our mythology and also in our folklore. Everybody is there. Yeah. And some babas and some gurus, they are also talking about all these things. They act like one. Yeah. So basically, this is the this is what I know. I mean, we can say about the in a brain level, what are the neurotransmitters that releases when agora do this kind of stuff, and why agoras behave like this. We can also tell that one. So you wanna know that one, or we can?
Yeah, it is interesting to me. Yes.
Okay, so for example, you see a agora which is standing for days. Okay, and they say that he is standing agora. One guy is having doing upside down business. That is like upside down agora. I mean, basically they've been calling what they're famous of, what they're doing. So these guys, they are highly addicted to the endorphins. So at one point of time, if you do rigorous activity, physical activity, then the system produces endorphins. Why system produce endorphins? Because once the release of endorphins, then it's saying that you should restrain from that activity. You should go back to home, or you go back to a relaxed place and put your body in a relaxing mode. That's what the endorphins stuff. But these guys, endorphins is quite addictive. So these guys is very addictive with these endorphins, and they don't know these endorphins, all these things. They just enjoy the feeling of endorphins all the time. So that's why they do all this kind of a business. And endorphin, highly release of endorphins also releases the cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. That's why they are having different kinds of diseases. When you have a cortisol release, you don't have a hunger. You don't take care of your body. This is like a stress hormone that put you in a seize. That's why you see agora bodies and their health condition, they are highly deteriorated. They don't do, I mean, we are also drinking alcohol, we are doing this kind of stuff, but they don't do that much of alcohol also, but still their body is deteriorating because of this hormonal imbalance of a lot of hormones. It is not a proper way of living a life. Yeah, that's what, but they are always in this kind of a state, like addictive state. High addictive state, and then they take this smoke or weed or whatever. These also changes the brain chemistry and changes the neurotransmitters. That's why they are having continuous on of different kind of hormones. I mean, let's say in Friday, if you take some alcohol, then dopamine levels is a pleasure chemical. We have a different levels of dopamine, and then Saturday and Sunday it goes back to zero. Monday we become normal. But these guys having a everyday Friday. One day is dopamine, another day is like cortisol, other day is endorphin, other day is like serotonin. They are playing the hormones, and then that is basically influencing their health system. And then one day they die also. Yeah, this is what the agoras do. Yeah, a lot of agoras do this kind of a bullshit. Yeah. So, what do you say? Okay.
Yeah, the other two makaras, I guess, according to the Wikipedia, it is Matsyam and Mudra.
Yeah, Matsyam and Mudra, yeah, I remember that one, yes. It's total is like a Maidunam, Matsyam, Mudra, Mamsam, and what is it? Maidunam, yeah, which is important thing of all. Okay, yeah.
What is Mudra?
Mudra is like what I'm telling, like a standing.
No. It says like a pound grain.
Yeah, it's like this.
No,
like
no,
that,
not that.
Yeah?
These
But
are
what-
like not good habits. Mudra is not that way. But I spoke
Mudra is
to-
like some kind of a posture.
No, not
No?
not that one.
Yeah.
At least I spoke to one of my friend here.
Okay.
She says like on particular days they are not supposed to eat grains, particular grains.
So that is mudra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
No, well, yeah, probably it is. I don't know definitely. I
Mm.
mean, what I know is like four of them is definitely is like a thing.
Hmm.
We also do the same thing,
Yeah.
but they are having uncontrollable.
Mm.
They can eat whenever they want. They can drink whenever they feel like drinking. I mean, like it's like unlimited stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, nothing wrong with that one. I mean, society also people do that. They do that in their homes.
Hmm.
They don't do anything. All these things outside, but even outside also, it's they are harming to themselves. That's. I mean, technically we are also agoras. We are having clothed agoras. We are having some clothes, this and that, some decency, and we do the same stuff.
Hmm.
But then, who would want to see the naked bodies of these guys, man? Having this kind of one guy doesn't have a six pack.
Hmm.
All the bellies, this and that. These like visual, to me visually is impossible. I cannot stand this kind of fucking visuals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have seen only them in like movies, like the recent movie.
No,
of
Kumbh Mela also. I see
Yeah.
the pictures. I mean,
Yeah.
they are like bullshit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and videos are also there. They are very rude to the reporters also.
Hmm.
There are one of the reporters go and ask about the agora, and then he just showed her naked body.
Mm.
I mean, like, and this is very disrespectful to the woman, right?
I mean, they are not living in a society.
Yeah, but that's no, they are not living in society. Of course, they are living in society. I mean, in
No,
Kumbh
they
Mela
are-
is what?
They are coming into this particular society.
Yeah, but
And
that's
of course-
fine. But
yeah.
they are, that means that they are in the society. Right? They are not in jungles, right? In Kumbh Mela is also they came in a naked thing. I mean, India is like largely is like a multicultural stuff. They invite all the stuff. If they do all these kind of things in Western world, they will be in jail.
Hmm.
Yeah, public nudity is banned in most of the Western world. You cannot have if you are doing protest, that's fine. That's also you need to take a permission. Some in some countries they do this naked protests. That's fine, and then they will sometimes they put in the jails also. But this is not even protest, man. This is like a way of living, like a lifestyle.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we need to ask Balakrishna also. What do you see? What do you think? Like Agora, he did some Agora concept, and he made this movie, right? Akhanda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Movie is good. I like the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is basically the concept of this thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what do you say? So you want to say something about?
I think we see all these witchcrafts and everything in stories and movies, and sometimes in Kumbh Mela, that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
there is nothing of real evidence
Yeah,
of
but
these effects of witchcraft.
yeah,
Yeah.
but mostly I don't come across any that kind of stuff. But I have seen people who are behaving weirdly, and
Yeah.
people say
Schizophrenia.
That, yeah, and people say that like somebody did something to him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like a spell.
Yes.
Casted a spell on
Yes.
them. Yeah, I mean, they say that there is a movie called Gramam.
Hmm.
Have you seen that one?
Uh,
It is based on occult sciences. It's based on black magic.
No, no.
It's very interesting movie. Check it out.
Hmm.
It is in YouTube.
Hmm.
It's called Gramam.
Hmm.
So in that village, everybody is a witch.
Hmm.
Everybody practice witchcraft.
Hmm.
So basically, it's like they're practicing black magic on different levels of black magic, this and that.
Hmm.
And then movies based on that. But there is nothing is proven for this paranormal activity, paranormal, parapsychological stuff. Nothing is proven. But it definitely influences the psychology of the people.
Hmm.
Let's say that if you watch a horror movie,
Hmm.
then you have a hard time to find the good sleep,
Yeah,
fall in good sleep.
that's true.
So that is basically it is not completely influencing your psychological pattern, but it has some kind of a mist on your psychological pattern. You trying to figure it out, some figures in the dark corners, which is actually doesn't exist. But these kind of tricks brain does.
But I have a question like
Yeah.
related to girls. But girls really like horror movies. I don't know why particularly. Most of the girls I come across, They really like horror movies.
Girls are the logical explanation I would give is like girls themselves is a devils, and devils like devils. What is the point? It is there is some connection between them. They see some connection between them to the real ghosts. They are ghosts by themselves, right?
I don't want to comment on that, please.
But this is only logical explanation.
Yeah.
Most of the girls, there is a ghost element in them. Most of the boys having a angelic element in them. This how the nature works.
I don't want to comment on that.
So whenever girls discover themselves, they discover as a ghost, which is what is there inside. But they look like angels, man. But deep inside, they are ferocious ghosts. But the men look like very ghostly experiences. I mean, ghostly appearances. But inside, they are very angelic. If you break up, the girl eat ice creams, chocolates, this and that for 1 week, and after 1 week, and he will completely forget the guy. What happens to the boy? The boy is what? After a breakup, he drink beer and this and that, and after 1 week, he will even more remember that girl. Who is ghost in this one? Yeah, they like. I mean, this is jokes apart. Actually, they have a very like inquisitive nature in their brains. Females generally very curious, and they have a very inquisitive of anything. That's what that they picked up from the evolution. These guys, boys went for this food, all these things, and they have this kind of a. At home they have this kind of a stuff and they observe everything. That's how the agriculture started. The planting and they do seeding, all these things. This inquisitive nature is there in brain. So the best provision for the girls is a doctor and investigative stuff, because by nature they are like this. And you see the generalist. The famous generalists are girls. You see in the general world, journalist world. Famous journalists are like this. So they are detectives by themselves. Nature gives that kind of a thing. So basically, when you have a lot of inquisitive nature, where a lot of curious nature, a lot of a creative nature, then your ghost is much bigger than my ghost. The more creativity your brain thinks, or your brain has, the bigger and the more ferocious the ghost appears. So yeah, that is directly related. That's why girls would like to, because of the inquisitive nature, they want to see the horror films. After that, they get a lot of effect because of their creativity. Yeah, I know girls, and they are also told me this one. And they hold my hand and this and that. Yeah, that's this how it works. Yeah, you have a point.
Yep.
Yeah, girls like ghosts. Okay, jokes apart. So what is the listening lines for this one?
Like I told earlier, like we come across witchcraft from the movies and Kumbh Melas and those kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's very interesting topic. But then don't believe all these nonsenses exist in the world. In real world, there is nothing exists like that. And you can invite anybody who can able to cast spell on you. So you can invite them also, because there is nothing one can do remotely. Yeah.
Yep.
So we can cut it off.
Yes.